Hi kids, it's Gustav, the native English speaker from Montessori preschool, and I'm here with another video. Last time, we finished talking about nature, specifically water, and a lot of the animals that live in or around water. Today, I'm planning to talk about nature, but all the different types of nature that you could find on land. So the different types of places, and a lot of the things that you could find outside. So, you may remember that last week, in one of my previous videos, I briefly mentioned something called a forest. A forest is when many trees are grouped together. So, this is a tree. This is another type of tree. And this is also a tree. So, tree, tree, tree. However, there are many different types of trees. For example, this right here is what we call an apple tree. Can you find the apples? There they are. See right here? These are all apples in this tree. Since this has apples growing in it, this is what we call an apple tree. Apple tree. This tree right here, you may recognize. This is what we call a fir tree. Fir tree. You may recognize it from Christmas. When you get presents, they actually are usually hidden under the tree. And this right here is what we call a palm tree. Can you think of where you find palm trees? You could find them on the beach. We will have more on that later. So, as some of you may remember, this is what we call a forest. As you guys just learned, here we have all the trees. So, when a lot of trees are together, we call this a forest. 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 You probably have a forest or two near your house. Maybe you've even gone on a walk in that forest. But what about last week when we talked about water? You guys remember water? Here's water, and here's water too. Well, what about where water and land meet? What do we call it? We usually call it a beach. This is what we call a beach. Okay? Can you guys find the palm tree? There it is. That's the palm tree from before. A beach has lots of sand. But we will talk about sand in a future episode. Okay, guys. Do any of you guys recognize what this is? This is what we call grass. Grass. This is usually very soft and nice to walk on. I like walking on it without any shoes. Do you guys remember shoes? I hope so. It's what we put on our feet. But what do we call a place like this that has no trees, no sand, but only grass? We we call it a plain or a field. But let's stick with plain for now. This is a plain. Plain. Usually, they are very flat. This is also a plain. 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 Do you guys see all the grass? It's everywhere. There it is. It's here too. Maybe you guys heard me say before that a plain is usually flat. What does flat mean? Well, this is what we call flat. Right here. You guys see this flat line? This is flat. This is also flat. It means that there are no bumps in the land. Right here is pretty flat, and this is flat too. But this is the most flat. 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 Maybe you guys heard me say before that a flat means that something doesn't have any bumps. So what do bumps mean? This is what bumpy means. You guys see how it's going up and down like that? These are bumps. Bumpy. That's what we call this kind of land. Bumpy. Bumpy. When bumps become quite large, we call them hills. There's a hill right here. And here are some more hills. Hill. 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 Here's another picture of hills. Can you guys find the hills? There they are. Here are some hills. There's another hill. Can you guys find the trees in this picture? Remember what trees are? There they are. They're right in the front. Okay, guys. I think that's enough for me for today. Remember, all the things that we learned about today. We learned about trees. We learned about forests. We learned about fir trees. We learned about palm trees. We learned about beaches. We learned about grass. We learned about plains. We learned about flat. We learned about bumpy. And we learned about hills. I think that's enough for today. Next time, we will talk about more types of land. And we will also talk about hot and cold. Bye, guys. Have a nice day.